You are listening to Aftersight. This recording is intended solely for individuals who are blind or have low vision.
Thank you for joining us for Audiobook News, read by Sarah, featuring Audiophile Magazine. And I have the latest edition of Audiophile Magazine, which includes the editor's picks for most intriguing, upcoming and recently released titles. John Grisham brings us Camino Ghosts, read by Whoopi Goldberg. This third book in Grisham's Camino series is about the lone inhabitant of an island slated for development. It's available from Random House Audio, unabridged, trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-316-8462 for $25, also available as CD. Books on Tape has a library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-316-8479 for $95, release date May 28th. Mirrored Heavens by Rebecca Roanhorse, read by Christine Barrias, Daryl Dennis, Cara G., Shyla Lefner, and others. Roanhorse's epic fantasy comes to an end with new gods and new prophecies. Available from Simon & Schuster Audio, unabridged, trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-150-828-3096 for $28.34. Release date June 4th. Fire Exit by Morgan Talty, read by Daryl Dennis. After his hugely successful story collection, Night of the Living Rez, author Talty is back with a novel. Earphones award-winning narrator Daryl Dennis is at the helm again. It's available unabridged from Recorded Books, library edition CD, ISBN 979-889-178-3256 for $58.75. Also available as MP3 or digital download, release date June 4th. Farewell Amethystine by Walter Mosley, read by Michael Boatman. Talk about lasting partnership. Michael Boatman returns to narrate the 16th in Mosley's Easy Rollins series. It's available unabridged from Hachette Audio, trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-154-912-1289 for $27.99, release date June 4th. The Comfort of Ghosts by Jacqueline Winspear, read by Orla Cassidy. Say It Isn't So, the last Maisie Dobbs audiobook. Long-time fans won't want to miss this finale. Available unabridged from Recorded Books, library edition CD, ISBN 979-889-273-0761 for $46.99. Also available as MP3 or digital download, release date June 4th. There is a Door in This Darkness by Kristen Cashore, read by Georgina Marie and Kristen Cashore. This contemporary young adult novel that deals with politics and a pandemic is a departure for the author of the Fantasy Graceling series. Available from Listening Library, unabridged, recommended for ages 12 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-3864579 for $27.50. Library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-3864586. Release date June 11th. The Stars Too Fondly by Emily Hamilton, read by Vico Ortiz. Go on a romantic space odyssey with this audiobook, narrated by Our Flag Means Death star Vico Ortiz. Available unabridged from Harper Audio, trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-006-3320833 for $26.99. Release date June 11th. One of Our Kind by Nicola Yoon, read by Nicole Lewis. Nicola Yoon's first novel for an adult audience uncovers the secrets of a supposedly utopian community. Available unabridged from Random House Audio, trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3869161 for $25. Books on Tape has the library edition, digital download, ISBN 978-059-3869178. Release date June 11th. Where Wolves Don't Die by Anton Treuer, read by Anton Treuer. A debut novel for teens from the author of Everything You Wanted to Know About Indians But Were Afraid to Ask. Available from Recorded Books Unabridged, recommended for ages 12 and up. Library Edition CD, ISBN 979-889-178-5502 for $53.75. Also available as MP3 or digital download. Release date June 11th. Hip Hop is History by Questlove and Ben Greenman, read by Questlove. Questlove narrates his cultural and personal history of hip-hop. Available unabridged from Macmillan Audio. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-125-0350299 for $26.99. Release date June 11th. Running Close to the Wind by Alexandra Rowland, read by Casey Jones. Set in the same universe as A Taste of Gold and Iron, this pirate adventure should be delightful fun. It's available from Recorded Books Unabridged, Library Edition CD, ISBN 979-889-2730631 for $125.75. Also available as MP3 or digital download. Release date June 11th. The Glassmaker by Tracy Chevalier, read by Lisa Flanagan. A historical novel for anyone who has binge-watched Blown Away on Netflix. Available unabridged from Penguin Audio. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-390-8808 for $25. Books on Tape as the Library Edition. Digital download, ISBN 978-059-390-8815. Release date June 18th. Children of Anguish and Anarchy, Legacy of Orisha, Book 3, by Tommy Adeyemi, read by Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia Erivo narrates the highly anticipated conclusion to this high-octane trilogy. Book 1 is now in development as a feature film. Available from Macmillan Audio Unabridged, recommended for ages 14 and up. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-125-0247858 for $26.99. Release date June 25th. A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston, read by Dorothy Dillingham Blue. After her car breaks down, a woman finds herself in the fictional small town of her favorite romance novel series. Available unabridged from Penguin Audio. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-390-7313 for $22.50. Books on Tape has a Library Edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-390-7320. Release date June 25th. Toward Eternity by Anton Hoer, read by David Lee Hewen, Nikki Endres, Zulika Wundla, and Catherine Luttrell. This first novel from the acclaimed translator is set in a near future where technological advancements and biology collide. It's available from Harper Audio Unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-006-3344518 for $26.99. Release date July 9th. Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle, read by Andre Santana. New horror from Chuck Tingle, author of Camp Damascus, takes on Hollywood tropes. Available from Macmillan Audio Unabridged, Trade Edition digital download, ISBN 978-125-0351272 for $19.99. A Death in Cornwall by Daniel Silva, read by Eduardo Ballerini. Golden Voice Eduardo Ballerini returns to narrate the latest Gabriel Allen thriller. Available unabridged from Harper Audio. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-006-3384279 for $27. Also available as CD. Release date July 9th. The Bright Sword by Lev Grossman, read by Nicholas Guy Smith. King Arthur is dead, and the remaining Knights of a Round Table are not the names of legend. Available unabridged from Penguin Audio. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-152-478-2993 for $32.50, also available as CD. Books on Tape has the Library Edition, Digital Download, ISBN 978-152-478-3013, release date July 16th. The Blackbird Oracle, All Souls, Book 5, by Deborah Harkness, read by Jennifer Ikeda. Sink back into Diana and Matthew's lush world of magic and vampires. Narrator Jennifer Ikeda returns. Available unabridged from Random House Audio. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3909232 for $27.50. Books on Tape has the Library Edition, Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-3909249, release date July 16th. And finally, Nicked, by M.T. Anderson, reader to be announced. A treasure hunter and a monk come together to steal the bones of St. Nicholas. Available from Random House Audio unabridged. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-386-8669 for $17.50. Books on Tape has the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-386-8676, release date July 23rd. And now let's take a look at some fiction title reviews. Hours by Philip B. Williams, read by Janice Abbott Pratt. Janice Abbott Pratt performs this multi-generational novel set over several decades in the American South. In the 1830s, a mysterious woman named Saint frees enslaved people from plantations throughout Arkansas and brings them to a town they call Hours. There they find a safe haven from the rest of the world. But when Saint tightens her control of the townspeople, they begin to wonder what it means to be a free black person in America. Abbott Pratt voices the many characters who appear in Saint's orbit, moving seamlessly through different accents. Abbott Pratt's cadence enthralls listeners, giving weight to this sweeping epic. Her performance is a stunning example of a masterful narrator at her best. It's available from Penguin Audio, 22.75 hours unabridged. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-382-7222 for $30. Books on Tape has the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-382-7239 for $95. James, by Percival Everett, read by Dominic Hoffman. Dominic Hoffman narrates this reimagining of Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, but this time Jim tells his own story. When Jim learns that he's going to be sold to someone downriver, he flees, leaving behind his wife and daughter. But he soon finds himself tangled up with Huckleberry Finn, a white boy who is always getting into the worst sorts of trouble. Jim is practiced at code switching, changing his speech when he speaks to white people as a measure of protection. Hoffman's performance captures the varying tone of Jim's dialogue, highlighting the shifts in his vocabulary and rhythm. With its subtlety and attention to detail, Hoffman's narration reinforces Jim's character and narrative arcs as Jim takes back his agency in life. It's available from Random House Audio, 7.75 hours unabridged. Trade Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-382-1251 for $22.50. Books on Tape has the Library Edition Digital Download, ISBN 978-059-382-1268 for $85.50. Moon of the Turning Leaves, Moon, Book 2 by Waubgeshig Rice, read by Billy Mirasti. Cree actor Billy Mirasti's authentic inflection evokes the rhythm of indigenous storytellers in this heart-stopping sequel to Moon of the Crusted Snow from 2018. The story begins 12 years after a catastrophic power grid failure forces a small group of First Nations people in northern Ontario to live off the land following their Anishinaabe customs. As resources diminish, 4 members of the community, including leader Evan Whitesky and his teenage daughter Nangons, set off to find their ancestral home farther south. The intrepid seekers encounter all manner of dangers. Morasti reflects the tension and intensity, along with conversations in Anishinaabemowin, the language of their people. Morasti manages it all with a skilled cadence and tone, delivering a first-rate listening experience. It's available from Harper Audio, 10 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download, ISBN 978-035-872-6401 for $27.99. Greta and Valdin by Rebecca K. Riley, read by Natalie Barron, Jackson Bliss, Ailey Beaton, Nico Everswindle, and Gary Furlong. Narrators Natalie Barron and Jackson Bliss portray queer Russian Maori siblings Greta and Valdin in this wise, hilarious novel about a loving and chaotic New Zealand family. Barron depicts Greta as 20-something PhD student who is navigating various relationship messes in a perky, wry tone that is dripping with millennial angst. Bliss narrates Valdin's sections with a mix of earnestness and detachment. A year after being dumped by his boyfriend, he's just starting to get his life back on track, or at least he thinks so. Ailey Beaton, Nico Everswindle, and Gary Furlong make cameo appearances as various family members and significant others. The narrator's varied New Zealand accents and ease with snappy dialogue make every moment of this joyful audiobook a pleasure. It's available from Simon & Schuster Audio, 9.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download. ISBN 978-179-717-0503 for $19.99. The Safe Keep by Yale van der Wooden, read by Stina Nielsen and Saskia Marleveld. Stina Nielsen narrates the majority of this debut audiobook set in a stately country home in the Netherlands in 1961. The veil of World War II overlays the action. Nielsen creates a pervasive sense of disquiet that will keep listeners off balance until the final moments. Isabel takes an instant dislike to her womanizing brother Louis's new girlfriend Eva when he brings her to their family home. Then Louis departs, leaving Eva alone with Isabel for a few weeks. After some initial squabbling, the women begin an intense sexual relationship. Nielsen excels at conveying Isabel's fragility and Eva's enigmatic persona, making listeners question each woman's motives. In a brief appearance, Saskia Marleveld narrates Eva's diary entries with barely suppressed rage. This slow-burn work of historical fiction packs a powerful punch. It's available from Simon & Schuster Audio, 9.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download. ISBN 978-179-717-5225 for $24.99. And now for some biography and memoir titles. Shakespeare, The Man Who Pays the Rent, by Judi Dench and Brendan O'Hay, read by Barbara Flynn, Brendan O'Hay, and Judi Dench. In Q&A format, actor Brendan O'Hay asks intriguing questions of world-famous actor-director Judi Dench. The result is absolutely delicious. O'Hay recorded 4 years of interviews with Dench, but due to her failing eyesight, the audiobook is co-narrated by Barbara Flynn. In a remarkable performance, Flynn laughs, jokes, and calls O'Hay to task when he's wrong, all sounding very much like the famous Dench. With sprinkled salty language, Dench opens up about her 7-decade career, her photographic memory, and her Shakespearean roles. Each chapter thoroughly explores a play and Dench's role in it. Her wit and impish nature will have listeners in stitches. The final segment has Dench in her own voice, and O'Hay engaged in friendly, very funny squabbling. Informative, educational, and altogether brilliant listening. Available from Macmillan Audio, 12 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition, digital download. ISBN 978-125-0333117 for $26.99. Grief is for People by Sloane Crosley, read by Sloane Crosley. Narrating her memoir, Sloane Crosley delivers ironic humor that balances the horror of back-to-back traumas. Admitting the unlikelihood and disorientation of what happened, Crosley links the vulnerability she felt at a burgled apartment and, a month later, at the suicide of her boss and friend Russell. Their shared history in the shifting publishing industry serves as a backdrop, a potential rationale for Russell's suicide, and one more compelling facet of this audio. Crosley's fresh imagery and pithy one-liners are delivered with perfect timing, sometimes rapid-fire and at other times with introspective pauses. Complex relationships and complicated feelings add to experience of theft, suicide, and the COVID pandemic. Crosley's wit and sometimes witlessness are as reconcilable and relatable as her raw reactions and wishful imaginings. It's available from Macmillan Audio, 5.75 hours unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-125-0332455 for $19.99. We Loved It All, A Memory of Life by Lydia Millett, read by Exie Sands. Exie Sands narrates this meditative collection of essays on life and preserving our threatened planet. Provocative yet tender, each free-flowing essay provides a glimpse of Millett's interconnected world. Personal anecdotes are juxtaposed with deep pondering about humanity's role in climate change. Expertly pairing animal facts with thoughtful observations of the human world, Millett gently breezes over challenging topics such as religion, motherhood, colonization, and capitalism. Sands' calm, empathetic narration fits the quiet, introspective tone of the essays. Guiding listeners to personal contemplation, Sands' voice is soothing and slightly melodic. As though speaking directly to the listener, Sands captures Millett's unique approach to raising climate awareness. It's available from Dreamscape, 7.25 hours, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-166-665-5872 for $20. Knife, Meditations After an Attempted Murder by Salman Rushdie, read by Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie offers an emotionally resonant account of a shocking knife attack that almost ended his life in 2022 in Chautauqua, New York. In a measured tone, Rushdie describes the events of that day, including the excruciating 27 seconds in which he encountered his would-be assassin and the terrible graphically described wounds that his body sustained. While the attack is this work's focal point, Rushdie also reflects on his long and often frustrating recovery and the people who sustained him, including compassionate healthcare workers and his beloved wife and children. Interwoven throughout are musings on literature, writing, politics, friendship, and religion, delivered with passion and more than a little humor. Wide-ranging and deeply insightful, this meditation on life, love, and resilience makes for compelling listening. It's available from Random House Audio, 6.5 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-3910696 for $22.50, also available as CD. Books on Tape has a library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-3910702 for $85.50. Chasing Hope, A Reporter's Life by Nicholas D. Kristof, read by Nicholas D. Kristof. Journalist Nicholas Kristof delivers his monumental memoir, by turn harrowing, think gunfire, rats, Darfur, and inspiring. He mentors young journalists, starts a non-profit, and champions rural America. A practiced public speaker, Kristof sounds thoughtful as he covers his long and distinguished career. He's worked 4 decades as a reporter, foreign correspondent, bureau chief, and indelibly an opinion writer for the New York Times. He's traveled to danger zones ranging from the Congo to Ukraine, reported from Tiananmen Square in China, witnessed and chronicled the Arab Spring, and is among the few to cover the struggles of rural Americans. He comes from Yamhill, Oregon, and has revamped his family's farm with wine grapes and cider apples. A compelling and satisfying audiobook. It's available from Random House Audio, 17 hours long, unabridged. Trade edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-382-4641 for $25. Books on Tape has the library edition digital download, ISBN 978-059-382-4658 for $95. And that's it for me for today. Thank you for joining us for Audiobook News, read by Sarah.
You're listening to Aftersight.
In the United States, the leading cause of death for children isn't what you might expect. It's not car accidents or even illnesses like COVID. It's guns. Safe storage of firearms can significantly increase your family's safety and prevent a tragedy from striking your home. What does safe storage entail? It means keeping your firearm unloaded, locked, and in a secure location separate from ammunition. Every year, nearly 350 children under the age of 18 unintentionally shoot themselves or someone else, primarily due to firearms not being safely stored. It's estimated that 54% of gun owners don't securely lock all their guns, which contributes to these preventable accidents. Just as we use smoke detectors to alert us of fires and car seats to protect our children during travel, including a gun lock in your home safety plan is essential. In Colorado, this is not just good practice, it's law. Statute CRS 1812-114 requires gun owners to store firearms in locking devices out of the reach of children or prohibited persons. We all share the responsibility of keeping our loved ones safe. To learn more about safe storage and other gun violence prevention tools, visit coloradoceasefire.org or call 303-380-6711. That is 303-380-6711. Contact them at info@coloradoceasefire.org. Together, let's use safe storage practices to make our homes and communities safer, turning the tide on this leading cause of death among children.
Dear friends, recently in a weekly low vision support group discussion about independence and what had been lost with the advent of our vision loss, Jeff, our facilitator, asked a second and far more interesting question. Has anything been gained? I didn't get a chance to answer during our group time, and I would still like to share with you my answer to that question. In short, the answer is a profound yes. I have MMD, myopic macular degeneration. It is similar to AMD, age-related macular degeneration, but also very different and quite a bit rarer. Like AMD, MMD is progressive, but it is not limited to the central vision. It is also virtually impossible to predict its timeline or trajectory, and it varies from day to day. MMD forced me to retire. This was not in the plans, and yet it has been the thing for which I am most grateful. It has given to me a new season of my life, a season of silence, of solitude, a Sabbath, of study, and hopefully of service. It is a season that is rich and full, and one that speaks to my deepest desires. I never would have had this had it not been for the vision loss. Do I still have really difficult days? Absolutely. Do I still struggle with the challenges and fears associated with vision loss? You bet. If I were given the choice of going back to the way things were before the vision loss, would I take it? I really don't think so. There is a texture to my life now that was not there prior, and I have come to know so many amazing people in such a short period of time who are truly inspirational to me. The folks whom I have met in the low vision/blind community are some of the most positive, joyful people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, and for that I am also extremely grateful. Warmest regards, Mark.
Fashion Insight of the Day. Experience the unique creations of two blind brothers. Their clothes are crafted specifically for those that are blind or have low vision, with braille labels, and the fabric is oh so soft. Plus, every purchase supports our community. Explore tactile fashion with a purpose at twoblindbrothers.com.